So I'm in Chester right now. After 4 buses and 12 hours of travel, I made my way from Kennedy Meadows to Chester. And the reason I did that was because in the Sierra right now, there's a lot of snow. And that section of the trail is just pretty dangerous right now. It's been a really high snow year. I don't know if you've noticed, but the weather has been quite crazy, and there is still a ton of snow up in the Sierra right now, and they're still getting snow. Like, there's still storms, and it's dumping like a foot of snow still, and it's the end of May. And so for the past couple weeks, I've been talking to other hikers on the trail and looking at snow reports and just trying to figure out what the best plan was for me. And because of the high amounts of snow and just how like high in elevation it is up there and all of the like steep traverses, it just didn't seem worth it to me. It's, first of all, pretty dangerous. I mean, it's doable. There's very few, but there's people that have made it through this year. There's people who've tried and had to leave because it was too dangerous and all these things. And for me, I decided what was best for me was to pass that area for the time being, just because it wasn't worth it to me. I'm not very good in the snow, as we all know from my fall on Baden Powell. So the snow and the danger with it just wasn't worth it to me. And plus, like, there's just a lot of things that go into it. I would have had to get a lot more gear. So like, it'd be expensive, and I have to get a lot of like good snow gear that would be heavier. And so like, 1, I would spend a lot of money. 2, my backpack would be extremely heavy because of all the extra snow gear and extra food I'd have to pack because all the roads are closed up there right now. And so getting into like towns and stores to resupply food is really difficult. And so you have to carry more food at a time, and then you have to like hike extra miles to get into towns just to get food and then hike back out. And so for me, I mean, I know it's doable. There's people that are doing it, people that are much more experienced than me that are doing it right now. And just for me, it didn't seem worth it. It didn't seem like it'd be fun. I am out here to have fun, and just with the danger and it just sounded miserable, to be honest. So I decided to skip that section for now, make my way up to Chester. There's still a bunch of snow in Northern California. There's snow everywhere right now. And so there'll be snow where I'm going to be hiking on the trail right now. It's just less snow, lower in elevation, so not as dangerous. And yeah, that's my plan. It was a tough decision because it was kind of a bummer to skip that section because I've heard it's so beautiful, but just with, the way things are this year, it just wasn't worth it to me. So that's what I'm doing. I've still got a lot of trail left. I'm really excited to finish out in Northern California, and then got all of Oregon and Washington. So super stoked. Yeah. I got my first resupply box. It's really heavy. I'm really excited. Package number 2. So in my efforts to save money, I did a little resupply at the hotel breakfast. So I'm finally back on trail. I just left Chester, and I'm excited to be back. There should be some snow in this section. Not yet. I've only gone like 5 miles so far, but I should be hitting snow pretty soon. Hopefully it's not that bad, but we'll see. the struggle of trying to find a camp spot when there is snow everywhere. I think I found a good spot. No snow and pretty flat, so yay! First night using my blow-up air mattress. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. This is so much more comfortable. I love this thing. Oh, I'm gonna sleep so much better tonight. I'm so excited. First time using my new stove. And I'm boiling some water to make some oatmeal and tea for breakfast. I'm so excited for a hot meal on trail. This is very exciting, especially in the snow. Okay, so I'm all packed up, finished my breakfast, got some more water, and I'm about to get going. Today, I'm gonna be walking through Lassen Volcanic National Park. I think that's what it's called. And it's covered in snow. So I think today I'm going to be in snow the whole day. The park is about 19 miles long. So I'm going to try and do the whole park in one day and get the snow out of the way. Because I think we should be in like a dry stretch after that. I'm not sure. But I got my micro spikes on. Ready for the snow. Let's do this. Okay, so you can't see the trail like anywhere because of the snow. And there's footprints that go in every direction. So it's super hard to know which way to go. So I keep like looking at Guthook to try and figure out which way the trail is, but like I've just stopped like I feel like every 5 minutes to look and like figure out which way the trail is, which is kind of annoying. And I keep sliding in the snow because it's to the point where it's just like slushy. So like it's even with my spikes on, it's like super easy to just slip and slide all over the place. So if it's like this for 19 miles, it's gonna take me forever. It is June, and I am walking in miles and miles of snow. That's probably going to be here for a while. So, I'm not going to make the 19 miles today. Yeah, I'm moving pretty slow in the snow just because it's harder to walk in, and I keep slipping and sliding all over the place and losing the trail and finding the trail. So yeah, I'm just going really slow. So I'm not going to make the 19, which is okay. I'm going to try and do like 11. But yeah, I haven't seen a single person all day today or yesterday. And it's kind of weird. Yeah. I might be going a little crazy, but... Well, this is gonna be difficult to cross. Oh boy. I have no idea how I'm going to cross this. I was gonna try and do that log, but it doesn't go all the way. There's like a foot or two at the end of that log, and I can't jump that. I know I can't do that. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I found an option, but it does not look very appealing to me. Okay, so another option is to just walk across. My shoes are already soaked from the snow anyways, so that's not a problem, but I just don't really know how deep it is or how strong the current is, but I feel like that's a better option than like possibly falling off of those. All right, I've decided to try and walk across. Oh, it's so deep. I made it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it was much deeper than I thought. It went up to above my knee, and the current was also much stronger than I thought. I'm like shaking. That was so scary. But it was just as cold as I thought it would be. Boy, was that freezing. But I made it safe and sound. So I don't even know. My feet fell through this snow, and I fell backwards. Today's rough, man. I am so frustrated right now. I cannot count the amount of times I've like fallen and post hold and all that stuff. Even with my spikes on, it's just like, it's just so frustrating because every time I like slip and fall or like break through the snow, I like twist my knee a little bit or like twist my ankle a little bit or like fall and scrape my arm, and it's annoying because like it hurts, and it's just frustrating because it keeps happening over and over again. I feel like I'm getting nowhere. Like every time I look at my phone, it's like, you've gone 0.2 miles since I last looked at it. And it's just like, it's so irritating. I'm already not going to make my goal of 19 miles today. And now I'm questioning if I'm even going to make my goal of 11 miles, but I'm also tired and hungry and just a little grumpy, but I'm over this dang snow. All right, I need to get down there. And so since I already know I'm going to fall and slip and slide on my butt, I'll just do it on purpose. Oh my gosh. That was actually so much fun. Just heard some thunder. Why not? Add to this day. Frozen pruny toes. Lovely. Everything is sopping wet. So it started raining and thundering and lightning and all that good stuff. So I just stopped. I made it about 9 miles today. 10 miles less than I was hoping for, but that's okay. So I just, once the thunder and lightning started and the rain started, I just was like, okay, I'm done. So I set up my tent on snow for the first time. Usually, like, I've camped around snow plenty of times, but I can usually find like a dirt patch at the base of a tree or somewhere. But this is the first time I set up my tent on top of snow. So we'll see how that goes. It's definitely colder, and putting my tent stakes into the snow was difficult because it's very like slushy type of snow. So it was hard to get my tent stakes in, and I'm hoping they stay in because, I don't know. But today was tough, but I guess that's all part of the experience. Sleeping on snow is really cold. Really cold. So packing up this morning was really cold. My tent was soaking wet and my shoes are still soaking wet, so that's fun. But so rolling up my tent that was soaking wet was really cold, and I literally could not feel my fingers. Like I could barely stuff my tent into its bag because I could not feel my fingers. But I have a stove, so I was like so excited I could make some tea. which I did make, and it's so warm, but literally I could barely light my lighter because I could not feel my fingers. And so I had to like wait till my fingers warmed up enough to light my lighter. And then I made my tea, and it's so warm. Okay, story time. So I'm gonna try and not cry because I've cried enough already, but God is so freaking good. Like, it blows my mind every time. But so I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. I haven't seen anybody in over 2 days, and yesterday was really hard, and this morning I have already been struggling, and I was just praying this morning, like, God, just give me the strength and the motivation to get through today, because I am just like not feeling it. I'm over the snow and just like feeling super lonely out here. And okay, I'm not gonna cry. And then I'm just like walking through the mountains, and I see this man in the distance, the first person I've seen in over 2 days, and his name is Jim, and he's from Tehachapi, and he comes up to me and he's like, hey, I'm like, hey, and we're just chatting and just talking about our time on the trail. And he's a section hiker, so he's not doing the whole PCT, but he's doing a section of it. And so we were just chatting about that, and then we were just talking about like our spiritual journeys out here on the trail. And he goes, I've got a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And I was like, me too. And he was like, right on, sister, that's so awesome. And so we were kind of just talking about that. And then he was like, can I pray for us out here? And I was like, yes, please. And so he just like stopped and prayed for us, which was so awesome. And was telling me I've only got like 6 or so miles of snow left, because he was coming from the opposite direction. He's going south and I'm going north. And so he told me, you only got a couple miles of snow left. Like, you're doing great. And so that was just awesome, because I literally like a couple hours ago was praying like, God, just give me like the motivation and like strength to get through today. And then I meet Jim, and I just like, after like that prayer and just after talking to him, I feel so much more motivated and just like overwhelmed by like God's faithfulness, and just like how he just like provides right when you need it. So just to show you how much snow there is, this sign is almost covered. I don't think this ranger station's in use right now. I post hold yet again. That one hurt. I can finally see the trail. I think we're just about done with snow, and that is the most exciting thing in the world right now. Finally taking my spikes off. Ah, so exciting. Well, at least this is a much less dangerous river crossing. Just gotta get my feet wet again. My feet aren't looking good, and they aren't feeling too good either. Especially over here. Ew. That's disgusting. Oh my goodness. So I just left Old Station, which is this tiny little town just off the trail. It has a population of 50, and there's a gas station and a restaurant not too far from the trail. So yesterday, after I hiked 22 miles, I was exhausted and thirsty and hungry, so I thought I might as well stop and check out the gas station, which was still open. And so I walked into the gas station, and the husband and wife that work there are the sweetest people ever. They let hikers camp behind the gas station, and they let you fill up your water there and charge all your electronics there and use the bathroom. Oh gosh, there's so many bugs out right now. Anyways, and so I got some food there, and he had some frozen pizzas that he like put in the oven for us. And they were open till 10, so we could go back. Like, I went back and got ice cream. I went back and got so much food, and camped right behind there. And then there was a couple other hikers as well, so I got to hang out with some other hikers. And then this morning, the restaurant JJ's was open, so I went there for breakfast, and the sweetest family bought my breakfast. There are literally so many mosquitoes trying to eat me right now. But yeah, so this sweet family bought my breakfast this morning, and literally just Old Station was the best. Like, this tiny little town that I wasn't even going to pass through, and last minute decided to pass through, and everybody was so nice. And now I'm back on the trail, and it's a beautiful day, and the bugs are out, so I'm going to get moving so they don't eat me. There's a deer. Hello, little cow. What's up? So I just left Bernie, which was the cutest town ever. I feel like I say that about every town I go to, but Bernie was great. It was just a couple miles off trail, and I stopped in town because I needed a couple things, and I heard about this church that lets PCT hikers spend the night there for free. And so I went to this church and checked it out, and they were so nice. They let PCT hikers sleep in their gym, and they have showers and clean towels and shampoo and conditioner and everything, and the kitchen where you can cook, and they've got a little coffee shop in there, and PCT hikers get free coffee, and they were just like so sweet. So I ended up spending the night in the church, which was really great, and I went and got bug spray and a little bit of food and stuff like that. And then I left town this morning, just got back on trail, and I'm about to go to Bernie Falls, which I'm really excited about. So